Hello all, and welcome to the Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, July 10th, 2017. My name is Phyllis Walker, Achiever and DSI Foundation team member from Bountiful, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You will definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is a Team DSI foundational team leader. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my friend. Also, a huge congratulations to Jared and Crystal for being the number 23 top Emerald Directors in USANA in the United States last week. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Phyllis. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, welcome to tonight's webinar training. I am very excited about the content because it is something that you're going to be able to apply to your business immediately and make a huge difference in the lives that you change, the money that you make, and the fun that you have. And it's all following a very simple system and a simple script. And so before we get into the training tonight, I want to make sure that we go over the daily method of operation. And basically, if you do these three things, you're going to be successful in your business. Number one, use the products every day, AM and PM. That's very important to be a product of the product. Number two, do your 2-2-2 for the day. That's getting out 2 new presentation videos, 2 follow-ups with prospects that are on the fence, and 2 calls to existing clients or team members. This is literally the engine of your business, is your 2-2-2 for the day. And then lastly, make sure you're doing 15 or more minutes of personal development material each day. That's reading books, listening to audios, and being on webinars to study and improve your activity. Because if you're getting trained and you're constantly sharpening yourself, then your 2-2-2 is going to be much more efficient and much more smooth. And these 3 things can be done by everybody, no matter how busy that they are. We have team members who work full-time jobs, who have kids, who have other businesses. They still continue to do these 3 things every day, and they continue to make paychecks. And you can see because they're signing people up. And also, there's 3 keys to a breakthrough. Whenever you're wanting to break through in your business, in your finances, any area of your life, really, you have to have these 3 things. Number 3 is your strategy, and that's the DMO, which I just showed on the previous slide. Number 2 is the stories you tell yourself. Make sure that you're telling yourself the right stories. When I go and I brush my teeth in the morning, I make sure that I look in the mirror and I say positive affirmations because I tell myself that I can do it. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So it's very important that you tell yourself the right stories and think positively. And then number 1 is your state of mind, the state that you're in. That's your energy and your state of mind. If you're in a bad mood, make sure you go take a nap. Make sure you get in a good state. Make sure you had a good food to eat before you make your phone calls. Make sure that all these things are taken care of, because that is really a big part of your success, is your state of mind. All right, so now let's get into team recognition. These people have been doing the DMO. You can tell because they're signing people up. So let's go ahead and first recognize and welcome our new clients. Welcome Paloma Davis, new client introduced by Jared Harris. Way to go, Jared. Welcome James Johnson Jr., new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Way to go, Renee and Megan. Also welcome Reagan Barnes, new client introduced by Jared Harris. Way to go, Reagan. Also welcome Maria Flores Johnson, new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Wow, Renee and Megan, you guys are doing amazing. Also welcome Martha Ermias, new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Wow, Renee and Megan Martinez, on fire. Welcome Jennifer Holland, new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. No way. Way to go, Renee and Megan. You guys signed up so many people. Welcome Carl Schumacher, new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Wow. How many did y'all sign up last week, Martinez? Fantastic. Welcome back, Carmen Torres, new client introduced by myself and my wife. Carmen was a client before, and I saw her at a family event, and and basically signed her up again. And now she's back on the products. It's been a couple years. So welcome back, Carmen. Paloma Davis, we got you twice. Congratulations, Jared Harris, on all the action you're taking, bro. You're signing up people twice now, just like me. Just kidding. Also, welcome Linda Lambert, new client introduced by myself and my wife, Crystal. Linda is actually in Tennessee, and she had such great results on the product she wanted to be on auto order. Also, we have Carlos Gomez here. Carlos, say hi to everybody.
What's up, everyone?
Carlos is here at the San Antonio events. Carlos, what was the highlight for you tonight?
The whole thing is seeing everyone here and seeing everything explained in a whole different way and have so much energy.
Heck yeah, bro. I know you're on every webinar, and now you're live with me here at the webinar, man. So glad you're here. All right. So let's go into a special recognition. We were number 23 top emeralds in the U.S. last week. Thank you, team, for all your hard work. We appreciate and love you. We would not be here without you. And special announcements. So big congratulations to Lillian Galdiano for qualifying for the growth bonus. Lillian, you are doing amazing. You have till August 11th to make as much money as possible, and you will get a 25% match on whatever you make. Also, big congratulations to Daniel Espinoza for also qualifying for the growth bonus. And you're going to also receive 25% on everything that you make. See you, Renee Martinez. See you, Carlos Gomez. See you on the webinar. That's Mr. Renee Martinez, Silver Director, just walked out of the meeting. I'm here at like the lobby. I'm sure you can hear people in the background, but that's okay. We're making this webinar happen no matter what. I acknowledge all of you for being on the webinar, by the way. I see a lot of people on right now. Pamela Guerrero, Lillian Galdiano, Betty Meyer, Phyllis Walker, Jared Harris, Crystal Krebs. Super proud of you guys for being on live. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's keep on going here. The growth bonus is when you get a rank advancement through August 11th. And so big congrats again to Lillian Galdiano and Daniel Espinoza for qualifying. And you can still qualify up through August 11th by having a rank advancement to builder or above. Also spread the word about free Hepacil through July 14th. So this is the last week that if somebody buys a health pack, they get a free bottle of Hepacil. So that's pretty awesome because that Hepacil is a $33 value. And that's free if someone buys a health pack. So it's definitely worth it. That's for new customers and new associates. So make sure that you let them know. That's just for new. That's not for existing customers or existing associates. Also, convention is right around the corner. If you don't have your ticket already, then you can only buy it on Facebook from people. But if you're a brand new associate, this only applies to people who just signed up like today or until convention. If somebody signs up like next week or tomorrow or whatever, they can still get their ticket for $229 within their first 6 weeks. If you have one event voucher, you get 50% off. If you have 2 event vouchers, your ticket's actually free. And you get those event vouchers when you do your startup pack. So if you have new associates signing up, make sure that you get their event vouchers. That's if they order up to 500 points of products to start their business. Also, we have the Track WAP and Win convention contest going on, and this is the last week. There's only, 4 more days left of this contest. Right now, we have Lillian Galdiano in first place with 118 points, Daniel Espinoza, 115, Denise Garcia with 100. Right behind Denise is Ralph Baez with 97, Jared Harris, 96, Phyllis Walker, 96, Mike Baez, 95. I mean, all of y'all could any one of you could have a great week this week and pop into third place. And I mean, it is very, very close. It's very close between number 1 and number 2 as well. So remember, the winners are going to get cash prizes. So for example, the cash prizes, this is for the people who go to convention. First place is $400, second place is $250, and third place is $150. And we're going to present that to you in cash on Friday at our team party, which is going to be Friday of convention. You're going to be recognized in front of all of Team DSI. It's going to be an amazing time. We're going to be all together, and this cash can help you pay for your convention expenses. So definitely excited to see who takes the first, second, and third. But congratulations to everybody who's been playing. This has been a 15-week contest, and it requires incredible consistency to be able to do this. You win by getting points. So if you're brand new and you're wondering, well, how does this even work? You win by getting points, and you get points for registering for convention, going to having rank advancements, getting your binder made, etc. And also for signing people up, you get points for all of those things. And if you want to play on our next contest, just let your upline sponsor know, and we can definitely add you to the private group. And you can basically make money while you're already making money with your business. It's just another way you can earn with this cool incentive that we're providing. And if you're persistent, you will get it. But if you're consistent, you will keep it. We're winning together. USANA clients page. When you enroll a new client, make sure you add them to the USANA clients page and make a post. When you enroll a new associate, make sure you add them to the new to the business page and make a post. Hey, I want to make sure you guys are with us. Are you seeing the same screen that I'm seeing right now, or is it stuck on Daniel Espinoza?
It's stuck, Daniel.
It's stuck on Daniel. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Stuck on the growth bonus for me.
Okay, let me just stop share. Thank y'all for chiming in. And thank you to my wife, Crystal, who's sitting here by my side, who made me aware of this. But guys, if this happens again, just like interrupt me. Take yourself off of mute. Don't try and chat with me because I can't actually see the chat. Okay, are we all on the same page now, or tell me, Amala?
It's black screen.
Oh, okay, black screen. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a black screen, like it's buffering.
Okay, let's give it a second because I'm sharing, but it might be the internet connection. Let's see here.
You keep cutting in and out, so I think it's the connection.
Am I cutting in and out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna just I'm gonna walk to the outside area of the hotel, and I'm just gonna complete the webinar from there, which is
Okay.
fine. So everyone, just hold for 1 second. There'll probably be less background noise too. Just stay here, babe. No, because I gotta complete this. 1 second, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Okay, here I am. And I'm going to share screen again. Okay, give me some feedback.
Okay.
It's working now.
It's
It's much better.
Sounds better? Good.
Yes.
Because the training is going to be great. So, okay. Then let's keep on going. Let's see here. All right, so when you add people to the group, make sure you make the post to the Team DSI Facebook page. And thank you for commenting. All of you comment so well whenever we have a new associate or a new client get started. You all do such a great job at that. And that means that we have a great community of leaders. And I'm super proud of each one of you for always commenting, always making the new people feel special and important. That's very, very important. Okay, so it's time for the training. I'm going to be sharing how I generated 23 new numbers. And I'm going to actually walk you through the whole process of what I do. And I actually have someone signing up who I met in Los Angeles. She met in downtown. I met her in downtown Los Angeles, and she's signing up on in 2 weeks. So it's pretty exciting. So we're going to take a 5-second pause, and then we're going to start the training. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI. And tonight's training is going to be how I got 23 phone numbers while enjoying my vacation. This is a picture with Renee and Megan Martinez, top silver directors in our company and best friends for me and Crystal. And we recently had a LA vacation where we started out doing business activities with Simon Chan and MLM Nation and ended the vacation by going and doing all kinds of vacation things like seeing Queen and Adam Lambert live in concert at the Hollywood Bowl and going to Magic Castle, which is like a place where magicians do magic and magic tricks, and it's a very cool, fun, interesting thing. Anyway, we did all kinds of things. We went to Will Ferrell's world premiere movie down in Hollywood at the Chinese Theater on the red carpet with movie stars. We just had the best vacation ever. We also stayed in the Hollywood Hills at an Airbnb that's owned by Oprah Winfrey's former television producer, and she also worked with Dr. Phil. She was Dr. Phil's TV producer. Mega wealthy person. Her name is Candy, and we stayed at her house for Airbnb because it was just a great place that Crystal found. Thank you, baby, for doing that. But during this amazing vacation, I got 23 phone numbers. And I'm going to share with you how I got the 23 phone numbers, but it wasn't like I was working hard. It wasn't like I was trying like to work. I was just living my life and enjoying and being a happy person. And that's magnetic. And that's how you get phone numbers. You be a happy person and you have a good strategy. So how did I do it? I'm going to share with you on this short training. So the first thing is, please save this link here. It's called lukewarm.teamdsi.info. And this link here is the exact scripting that I used to get those 23 phone numbers. Okay? And so please screenshot this, write this down, because this link is literally, this link is worth $100,000 a year to you. If you're willing to learn it and apply it, this link is going to make you a lot of money. It's going to also help you help a lot of people. You're going to have a blast doing it, and it's a simple system that you can follow. So we're actually going to go live to the document online. For those of you who are watching on your phone or on your computer, I'm going to actually screen share live from this document. So I just stopped the screen share. I'm going to start it again with my internet, with my desktop here. 1 second. Okay, so now you should be able to see my desktop. And I'm going to go to the link here, lukewarm.teamdsi.info. And could you guys please comment if you're able to see my screen and give me I guess just a confirmation that you can see my screen. That would be awesome. I just got a confirmation. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Jared Harris. Okay. So here's the screen and here is the document. Now, when you come here, you're going to see that there's actually a YouTube training video where I'm doing role playing with people. And this is lukewarm1.teamdsi.info. So if you want an actual role play and to see how I do it, then you can certainly come back and watch this. This is an additional training video. But I'm going to basically just show you exactly what I did on these conversations. So the script for lukewarm market prospecting. A lukewarm market is somebody that you meet face-to-face when you're out in public. You know, when you go to the grocery store or when you go to the mall or when you go to the restaurant and you have, you know, dinner or lunch, or when you go to Starbucks and you get a coffee, or just whenever you're out in public, if you're at your kids' basketball games or, sporting events, wherever you're at. That's called lukewarm market, okay? That's people that, they know you because they saw you face-to-face, but they don't know anything about you, right? Because you're strangers. So what you do in a lukewarm market is you always form people first. So you ask them about their family, you ask them about their occupation, you ask them about what they like to do for fun, recreation, and then you give them your message, okay? So what I did with these 23 people is I formed them first. I didn't just talk about USANA. In fact, I didn't even talk about USANA. I talked about these 4 things. And specifically, I do occupation more than anything. So when I'm out there and I'm on vacation or I'm anywhere in public, I always ask, so what do you do for a living? If I don't know what they do, if I'm at their work, then I'll say, okay, how long have you been working at Starbucks? Or how long have you been driving for Uber? Or what do you like, what do you like the most about it? And what do you dislike about it? Okay, so if you can just memorize these 4 questions, this is basically, I'm telling you right now, this is what I say. I don't actually say anything else except these 4 questions. Now, if they say that they like something and they tell me, I might ask a follow-up question about whatever they said. So I might build from there. But or same with dislike. But this is basically it, okay? Just keep it simple. how long have you been working there? What do you like about it? What do you dislike? They're going to start talking. They're going to tell you everything. And then before you leave, before you walk away, or before you leave the store or the restaurant, or before you get out of the Uber car or whatever, you say, well, the reason I was asking is because I work for a company that it's expanding, and it's something that, and then you insert what they like, and then you also say, but without whatever they said they dislike. I don't know if you have the skills of the kind of person that we're looking for, and I'm sure you're totally happy with your current job, but if you want to write down your number, I can get you some more information. Okay, so I'm going to give you a real life example. I was in Hollywood on the red carpet in line waiting to enter into the movie theater. Me and Crystal are standing in line with these guys that are in front of us. They're really nice. And so I just start talking to them. Oh, okay, so you from LA? And they're like, yeah. And what do you do for a living? And he said that he works in catering. And I'm like, oh, really? That's awesome. How long have you been a caterer? How long have you been in catering? And he said he'd been doing it for like a year. And then what do you like about it? And he said that it's fast paced and, like every day is different. And what do you dislike about it was he said he dislikes the pay. Like he wished he made more money. Okay. So I'm in line with this guy for 45 minutes. So, that's almost too long. You don't, I'm not going to talk to him about just him like for that long, but I waited to the very, very end. So like before we got out of line and went into the movies, I said, hey, you know what? The reason I was asking those questions is because I work for a company that's expanding. You got to memorize this. The reason I was asking is because I work for a company that's expanding, and it's something that's very fast paced, like what you do, but without the low pay. Okay, there's a lot more money to be made in what we do. And I don't know if you have the skills of the kind of person that we're looking for. And I'm sure you're totally happy with your current job as a caterer. But if you want to write down your number, I can get you some more information. You got to memorize that, guys. That's what I do. That's what I say. And so basically, he's like, yeah. He's like, yes. I want to know. I want to know what it is. So we're in line at the movies. We didn't have a piece of paper. So I'm like, okay, put in your phone number into my phone. So I gave him my phone and he typed in his number, and it was perfect, So I got his number, and then I said, okay, and what's the best time to call you tomorrow? And he's like, tomorrow after 4. So I'm like, okay, tomorrow after 4. All right. So I got his number, right? And I text him back immediately. And I said, it was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you. His name was Michael. It was nice to meet you, Michael. I'll be calling you tomorrow after 4. So I sent him a text immediately so he had my number so he could save it so he doesn't think I'm, some type of spammer or somebody like when I call him tomorrow at 4. So you got to text him immediately. I also put my first name there so he could save it. Now, that's it, guys. Like, it's that simple. I did that 23 times. Okay? I did it 23 times. I did it with everybody who picked us up in the Uber car, which, if you're not familiar with Uber, it's like a taxi service, but cheaper than a taxi. And these Uber car drivers would pick us up, and I would ask them all the same question. What do you do for a living? I actually knew they were in Uber, right? So I wouldn't ask that. I'd just go right to this question. How long have you been working for Uber? They would tell me how long. What do you like about it? They would tell me what they like about it. What do you dislike about it? They would tell me what they dislike about it. At the end of the time of the drive, I would say, well, the reason I was asking is because I work for a company that's expanding. It's something that, and I did the exact same thing over and over. Everybody gave me their number. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you that when I called all these people back, I had a specific plan, and that's on the rest of the page here. Okay. But before I go into the specific plan, I need to tell you the best one, because I got 23 phone numbers, but you got to understand, guys, is that you got to run the numbers, because yes, I'm signing up a brand new associate from this. But if I wouldn't have talked to 23 people, I probably wouldn't have talked to enough people to find this one who likes it. So let me tell you about the one who's signing up. Her name's Melissa Yu. She's actually Chinese, but she's a U.S. citizen. She speaks perfect English. I think she was born and raised here in the U.S. But I met her when we were having ice cream at this place called Little Damage, which is like they serve black like it's like black ice cream. It's like gothic ice cream. It's like Crystal really wanted to go there. So of course, when Crystal wants to go somewhere, that's where we go. So we're eating this black ice cream, which tastes amazing, by the way. And we're standing next to this gal who's also having ice cream. And I'm like, so what do you do for a living? I mean, cause she didn't work there. She's a professional in LA, and she actually is a talent agent for actors and actresses. And so she's like, I'm a talent agent and so on. I'm like, oh, how long have you been doing that? And she's like, 5 years. I'm like, wow, cool. What do you like about it? And she's like, telling me what she likes about it. She likes helping the actors find jobs. And what do you dislike about it? And she dislikes that when you work for an agency, you don't have very much independence. Okay. Now I actually asked her more questions because I can, if you feel like you need to ask more questions, like for me, it was mostly I asked her about how long she'd lived in LA. I'm like, what do you like about LA? What do you dislike about LA? Like I just asked her questions. Whatever. The main thing is I did not talk about myself. Okay. That's the key is you ask questions. You don't blabber about yourself. So at the very end, like I made friends with her for like 10 minutes. We just talked about her and LA. That was basically it. Right before we left, we just finished eating the ice cream. I say, Melissa, the reason I was asking those questions is because I work for a company that is expanding, and it's something that really helps people, like with what you're already doing, but you have a lot more independence than you currently have with your current job. Now, I don't know if you have the skills of the kind of person that we're looking for, and I'm sure you're totally happy with your current job, but if you want to write down your info, I can call you and get you some more information. So she's like, yeah, sure. She writes down her number. And basically, once I got her number, I called her. And I called all 23 of them. But guess what? Remember, like most of them didn't do anything or didn't answer my call, or some watched the video and didn't like it. So I'm telling you the best one. I also did sign up a customer already from the same process out of Redondo Beach. So here's what happened, okay? I got home with the 23 phone numbers. I get home and I have all these phone numbers. And it's like, okay, it's time for me to do my phone calls for the day. It's time for me to do my DMO. So I start calling them. And if they don't answer, here's what I leave. I leave this voicemail. If they don't answer the phone, instructions, you are not talking to a machine. You are talking to a live person who will be listening to this message. Leave this message as though you are talking to a friend, not a stranger. As a rule, give your prospects 3 times to call you back. Voicemail strategies for all 3 calls are below. Okay, so it's hi prospect's name. This is your name. You and I met yesterday at time. So it was like, if actually Melissa did not answer. So I left this exact voicemail. Okay, so here's how it went down. Ring, ring, goes to voicemail. Hi, Melissa, this is Jared. You and I met yesterday. Actually, no, we met last week at Little Damage. It was nice meeting you. I was calling you back to get you some information that you wanted about our company. We're doing some pre-screening interviews right now because it takes a lot of work on our part to establish someone on the team. So if you're serious, give me a call back and I'll get this information over to you and we'll see if you have the qualities of the kind of person that we're looking for. And at that point, we'll determine whether or not we'd be able to work together and where you'd fit in on the team. My phone number is 210-860-9001. Again, 210-860-9001. Have an awesome day and God bless. So I left that voicemail and then I sent this text. And I know it seems like a long text, but I texted it out. And it's the same thing. It was nice meeting you, last week at Little Damage. I just left you a voicemail. We're doing pre-screening interviews. If you're still serious, give me a call or text back. I'll get you the info. Have an awesome day and God bless. Well, guess what? She called me back. Okay, because this is a real professional message. I don't sound like I'm desperate. I sound like I'm a professional. So this is why you got to leave this message. If they don't answer on that first call, you leave this message, you send this text, and you go on to the next one, okay? Now, when they answer your call, here's exactly what I said. So with Melissa, she called me back, right? But if they had answered right away, it goes right into this. Hi, Melissa, how's it going? And then you wait, and she's going to say, it's good. This is Jared. You and I met a couple days ago at Little Damage. How did the rest of your day go, or how did the rest of your week go? And she said, oh, okay, it went really well. Yeah, I remember you. Well, when we spoke last, I told you I would get you some information about our company. Do you have a pen and paper handy? And she's going to say, yeah. Okay, great. And if they say they don't, I say, that's fine. No problem. Just to save us both time, I need to ask you a few questions to figure out what info to direct you to. So then she's like, basically, okay, cool. So I remember you said that you've been working as a talent agent for the past 5 years. And what you like about it is helping people, but what you dislike about it is that you don't have enough freedom with your talent agency, correct? And she's like, yes. And that shows that I've been listening, right? And that I remember what she said. So if you don't remember, sometimes I don't remember. I just be like, okay, so remind me, how long have you been working? Again, what do you do again for a living? And what did you like about it again? So you could actually ask those questions, Okay, and Melissa, are you thinking of replacing your current income or just supplementing it? And then she's going to be like, oh, supplementing it. Okay, and are you married? Do you have kids? And she's going to say yes or no, whatever. Okay, and what level of income are you accustomed to? And what kind of income are you looking to generate in the next 12 months? And I'm not sure exactly what she told me. I don't remember, but she wanted to make an extra, I think, like 1,000 or 2,000 a month. And I'm like, okay, it's very doable. Then I went on to the next paragraph. Melissa, our company, we have quite a standard for the people that we're looking for. It's a lot of work on our part to establish someone and get them trained and off to a good start. So we're looking for people who are team players, self-motivated, and dependable. Do you feel that you have these qualities? And she's like, yes. Okay, great. So let me tell you about the company that I work with. We're actually 25 years old. We did over $900 million in revenue last year. We're currently doing business in 20 countries, just to name a few. We're in Australia, Japan, Mexico, Canada, and the US. And by the way, guys, I'm reading this slowly. Sometimes I train somebody and they like speed through this. You got to like kind of breathe a little when you go through this, because this prospect will be overwhelmed. So just talk slow, be normal. And Melissa, we have tens of thousands of satisfied clients all over the world. And because of their satisfaction, they refer business to us on a monthly basis. We're also debt-free, publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and we've been featured in a number of publications. Melissa, are you familiar with Business Week and Forbes magazine? And she's going to say yes or no. Okay, so we've been featured in those publications. The name of our founder is Myron Wentz, and the name of our company is USANA. Have you ever heard of us? Usually they say no. Sometimes they say yes. Okay, great. So the next step is to send you a 12-minute YouTube video to make sure you get the information. Would you prefer me to text it so you can watch it on your phone, or email it so you can watch it on your computer? Okay, can you hold on real quick? I'm sending it right now. So then I send them this link here, usana.teamdsi.info. Okay, did you get it? Okay, great. Can you click on the link and tell me if the video plays for you? So then she clicks. So guys, like I text her right there while she's on the phone. Okay, can you let me know if it plays for you? Okay, great. Make sure you take really good notes, because this video has the information on how you can make that extra $2,000 a month, but also by helping people and having a lot more freedom than you currently have with your job. Now, the person speaking in the video is Jared Crebs. He's a six-figure earner with over 10 years in the company. He's helped a lot of people. He's very well qualified to explain how this works. So I would just say, if it's me, I say I'm the one speaking in the video, right? But you can say this. Also, I just want to share my 30-second story on why I chose to work with USANA. So prior to USANA, I was working as a guitar teacher. I was dissatisfied with my income. I was introduced to USANA by a mentor, and what's been the best for me is that I was able to replace my income. Or you could say something like, what's been best for me is that I've had such a great impact with my future. Like I'm so excited that this is going to replace my income. Or you want to talk about finances here, though. So you need to have something that really makes sense. I was introduced to USANA by a mentor, and what's been the best for me is that I'm starting to earn an income that gives me a lot more time freedom. And I'm so glad, because I have a more flexible schedule. I'm also able to control my income. I feel much more stable. It's very liberating. Script tip. This is your business story, okay? Do not share your health story yet. You will share your health story after you watch the 12-minute video. So at this moment, your prospect is focused on USANA as an income stream. After the video, they will be thinking about the health side of USANA, okay? So I did not share my allergy story here. I'm just sharing my health story, okay? Now, this is my cell phone. Then you finish right here. Melissa, this is my cell phone. We're pre-screening a lot of people. We're going to be making a decision really soon. So the sooner you can watch this video, the better. And depending on your response will determine whether or not we'll work together and where you'd fit in on the team. If you're able to watch this right now, I can call you back in 15 minutes and we'll see if it's a match and what your next step might be. Does that work for you? Okay, talk to you soon. So Melissa was actually able to watch the video right away. So I called her back in 15 minutes. Sometimes they say, oh, I can't watch it right away. So then in that case, I would actually say, okay, well, when can you watch it? And then they'll say, oh, I can watch it tomorrow or whatever. And then, of course, I would say, okay, so if we do the call at 3 o'clock tomorrow, would that work or whatever? So that's how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. And then I get the video. I get the video and I send them, or they watch the video, and then I call them back, okay? Now, in 15 minutes, when I call them back, if they don't answer, sometimes they don't answer, like they thought maybe they watched it, they're not interested, and they don't answer again. Then you go to page 11 and you follow the outline on page 11, okay? Sometimes they don't answer, but that's okay. But a lot of times they do answer, and you have to think positive that they will answer because USANA is awesome, all right? So if they want an email, I send this email. This is exactly how I send it. Do you see how I have a professional photo? I suggest you get professional photos, and I want to give a shout out to Renee Martinez and Megan Martinez for getting professional photos done. And I want to recommend each of you get professional photos done. It doesn't cost a lot. Heck, you can probably find a family member who has a nice camera and, you know, go somewhere and just take a good photo. You can probably even do it on your smartphone and make it look real nice, but get a professional photo done. I have a signature, everything, because when you send out emails, you want to look like a champion. Okay, so here's the closing questions, though. So when I call Melissa back in 15 minutes, here's what I say. I say, hey, Melissa, I just want to share my 30-second health story with you before I ask the next questions. So that's basically what happened is I said, I didn't ask, hey, Melissa, did you watch the video? How did you like it? Nothing. I go right into this. Hi, Melissa. I just want to share my 30-second story with you before I ask the next questions. Prior to USANA, my health was horrible. I had horrible allergies. I was suffocating. And although USANA is not a cure, the products did help my immune system tremendously. Today, I feel amazing. And I've noticed that I actually don't have any allergies. Like, I don't take allergy meds anymore. I feel like better age 37 than when I was in my 20s. Okay. So, Melissa, what did you like best about what you saw in the video? And you know what she told me? She said she liked the products. That's what really she liked. I mean, she likes making money too, but she's like, I really like that it's the wellness industry and the products. I'm like, okay, so tell me more about that. And she's like, well, I noticed you have a skincare line, and she just talked about the skincare line a lot. Actually, it's interesting. Anything else you liked? And she was like, you know, I think she wanted to lose weight or whatever too. Okay, cool. What are 3 areas of your health you want to improve? And she told me one of them was weight loss, one of them was energy, and I think it was eating right, healthy eating. I'm like writing them down. I'm like, okay, cool. And Melissa, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 through 5, meaning you'd like to try the products as a client only, and 6 through 10, meaning you'd like to try the products and make money as an associate and save on your taxes, where are you? And she's like, you know what? I'm like an 8. She was like really interested. So I said, okay, well, since you're an 8, then I need to ask you these money questions. Melissa, based on what you've seen, if you were to get started with USANA on a part-time basis, how much money would you need to earn per month to make this worth your time? And she's like, about $2,000 a month. Okay. And approximately how many hours could you commit each week to develop that kind of monthly income? And she said she could develop, and she could do like, I think she said 15 hours a week. And it's like, okay, and how many months would you faithfully work those hours to get to that income? And she said, I would do it for 6 months. And I'm like, okay. Then I said, Melissa, if I could show you how to make $2,000 a month working 20 hours or 15 hours a week over the next 6 months, would you be ready to get started? And she said, yes. So then I'm like, okay. So the next step then, Melissa, is to send you another video. So look right here. See, it says the next step script. You need the Team DSI superscripts to finish the process. If you don't already have them, visit this link, go to page 10, and look for the script entitled Next Step Script to finish the process. So let's do it, guys. Let's go there real fast to finish the training. Okay, so we went to scripts.teamdsi.info. Okay, it's pulling up. So you got to have all this handy, either printed out, or you, like me, if you like, I like to pull it up on the computer every time I do it. Or I also pull this up on my smartphone. Sometimes I don't have my scripts with me, and I pull it up on my iPhone, and I literally read the scripts from my iPhone while I have them on my headset. So you got to have technology down. You got to be ready to go. You know, you never know and when you're going to need your script. And if you have your iPhone or your smartphone ready, you can pull it up. You'll be ready to go. So here's page 10. Look at it. Here we are, page 10. The next step script. Let's zoom in. So I said, okay, Melissa, now that you've answered the questions, we know the best way to serve you. The next step is for you to watch a short video that explains your product options. Would you prefer me to text or email it? Okay, I'm sending it right now. Blah, did you get it? Okay, can you click the link and tell me if it opens up for you? So she opened it up. I said, okay, great. Melissa, do you see where it says doctor's website towards the bottom? Okay, this doctor named Ray Strand gave nutritional supplements to all of his patients. Although USANA is not a cure, he does give generic recommendations. If you're dealing with a health challenge, I'm going to have you log in right now to take a quick look. She actually did not really have a health challenge per se, so I did not explain the Dr. Strand website. So I skipped. See where it says, if not, go directly to step 3 on the next page. So I skipped all this, and I went to step 3, and I said, okay, Melissa, now before we end this call, I want you to open the options video. Can you go back and click on the link that says, that I just sent you called closing email? Okay, can you tell me when it opens? Okay, once you open it, the options video is listed at the top. It says, for your options, watch this video first. Can you click on the link and tell me if the video opens for you? Okay, so this is a 12-minute video that explains your product options. After you watch it, I'll be able to finish your price quote. If you're able to watch it right now, I can call you in 15 minutes and we could, what would be best for you? And actually, she said she could watch it right now. A lot of times people can't watch it right now, so we schedule the call for the next day or whatever, but she actually was able to watch it right now. So she watched it. I waited. I called her back in 12 minutes, and then I went through this script. After they watch video 2 script. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but guys, this is better than having to fly out to LA or even get her to an event that, you know, maybe she can't attend the event on Thursday night or whatever event. I got her through the whole process without having to meet her. Look what it says here. For best results, have your USANA mentor live on a phone, Zoom call, or FaceTime as you ask these questions. Your mentor will guide you through the process. So this is really important. All right. So step 1, hi, first name. So now I call Melissa back. So now that you saw the options video, which products caught your eye? She says the skincare line and the My Health Pack. What made those products stand out for you? She was like, oh, because the skincare line, there's not a lot of people really like to take care of their skin. And in LA, it's a really big thing. You know, people want to look good. So remember, this for clients only, I would have read this, but instead I know she wants to be an associate. So I'm like, so Melissa, to activate your associate account, all of your options are on page 2 of the getting started form. Would you prefer me to email or text it? Okay, I'm going to send it right now. Can you tell me if it opens? Okay, great. Please look at page 2 of the form. Do you see where it says, I want to be part of the member associate program? That's the first step. Okay, after they watch video 2, okay, the second step is to choose from the options. And I actually read this script, and I know it's kind of long, but guys, I'm signing someone up and I'm explaining something to her that, I mean, yeah, once you learn it, you can do it without the script, but I still read the script because sometimes I don't like to think. I just like to be brainless and read through the script. So I read through the script and I explained the startup options, and I read all the startup options, and then I said, okay, so which option do you think would be best for you? And she said option 3, which is the 252 point pack for $384. I said, okay, so the price quote on that order would be about $430 plus tax because of tax and shipping. And where would you like your product shipped to? And I was quiet and I let her answer the question. She was not ready to buy. She was like not ready to buy like that. She's like, you know what? I'm not ready to buy right now. So when they're not ready to buy on the first exposure, that's okay. So what you do when they're not ready to buy, you see this here on page 13, where do I take them next? Okay, well, look what it says here. If associate needs a little more time, go to page 15. So I went exactly to page 15, and here's what I read to her. And this is where we're at now. I said, Melissa, here we are. If associate needs a little more time. I said, Melissa, I totally understand if you need a little more time. What we normally do is set up a time for us to talk over the phone in a day or 2. That way you've had a chance to look at your budget and make the right decision for you. The best thing you can do right now is go to our Team DSI YouTube channel and choose a success story to watch. We have many success stories from all different walks of life. I'm going to send you the link, and I want you to watch one. I want you to choose which one you're going to watch. Would you prefer me to email the link or text it? She said text it. I sent her the link. Did you get it? Okay, can you click on the link, tell me if it opens up, and which success stories would you like to watch before we talk again? So guess what, guys? I want you to see this link because you can text it to someone. They can pull it up on their phone, or they can pull it up on their email. But it says results.teamdsi.info, and you guys can see my screen. Do you see where it says USANA Real People, Real Results? And I said, choose a video because each one of these videos is very inspirational. Which one do you want to watch? And she chose number 4. Former waiter becomes one of USANA's top 25 income earners worldwide. And that's Brian Penrod's story. So she watches Brian Penrod's story, and basically she watches Brian Penrod's story, and I talked to her today, and she was super inspired by Brian Penrod's story. She was like telling me how she liked how he worked it, and it was just really, really good. And so the Brian Penrod story was what she listened to for the last 5 days. She was supposed to sign up today. So when I talked to her today, I called her back. First of all, before we ended the call, I said, okay, let's schedule a time for us to talk tomorrow or the next day. When do you think we'll be able to watch it for sure? So she said Monday, which was today. I said, okay, so if I call you back Monday, I can do 12:30 or 2:30. She's like, let's do 12:30. Okay, sounds good. I'll be calling you then to discuss. And if you're feeling comfortable at that time, we can do your enrollment over the phone and start working towards the goals that you mentioned. Talk to you then. So, so basically at that point, she was like, all right. And then at the end of that, we talked today, and I was like ready to sign her up. I'm like, hi, Melissa, how are you? You know, and she's like, first thing she says is, you know what? I'm not going to be ready to sign up for about 2 weeks because I got a lot of things going on. I'm like, I totally understand. I said, you know what? Why don't you choose another video and let's talk again next week, because I don't want to wait for 2 weeks to talk to you. I just want you to watch one video every week. So we went back to this, and now she chose to watch the one by Andre Gordon down here. She chose the one. So you guys see what I'm doing? I'm giving her homework, basically. She chose Hollywood actor and director uses his USANA business to fund his passion. So she's watching the Andre Gordon video. So guys, this is how it's done. You give them something to do until they're ready to go, because otherwise she starts worrying. But if I give her, look at all these videos, she could seriously watch hours and hours of success stories. You guys should watch these if you haven't already, because it'll inspire the heck out of you. And that's what I do with all these prospects, is I get them to watch these videos until they're ready to sign up. And then they watch one, right? Adriana Perez? Adriana Perez knows what I'm talking about. So,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. And how many did you watch, Adriana, before you signed up? How many of these videos?
I think like 3.
3.
Probably 3. Maybe
And what-
more.
And what did
I
it
can-
do? What did it do for you?
It made me think of all the options and how great USANA can be, and all these options it has. It was awesome. It was very inspiring. So I liked it.
That's awesome. And so did it make you feel like signing up as an associate was a good idea?
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you for chiming in, Adriana.
Thank you.
All right. So that's how it's done, guys. I give them things to do until they're ready to sign up. So that's basically going to conclude the training. I want to go back to the screen sharing right now to show you a few of the pictures from our LA vacation. And I just want to kind of point out who I prospected. So can you guys see my screen? Please chime in or send me a chat if you can see my screen now still. Are you guys able to see the pictures, the Uber picture?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the majority of the phone numbers I got was from people who picked me up on Uber, me and Crystal. So that was like literally probably out of the 23 numbers, like 13 of them were 13 or 14 were Uber drivers. Okay. This was the guy that I met in line. Michael Italiano is his name. And he's the one that gave me his phone number when we were in line. And his friend was his brother-in-law. He told me no, actually, which happens. Sometimes they're not interested. This one right here is Crystal's friends that are movie producers in LA, super successful people. And they were more interested in the vitamins. I don't do that script. If someone's interested in the vitamins, it's much more simple. I just say my story, how they helped me. And if you want, I can get you some more information on the vitamins. So that's what I said to these 3. And I'm getting them more information on the vitamins. And then this is with Gary Renard, who's one of the most famous spiritual advisors and mentors of A Course in Miracles. This is like having dinner with like a legend in spirituality. This was like one of the biggest highlights of my life, to have dinner with this man and his wife, Cindy, and also one of my really dear friends, Michelle Zarin, who's also an associate as well. And they were more interested in the vitamins, so I was going to get them info on the vitamins. Of course, we saw Michael Callejas when you're in LA. What do you got to do? You got to go hang out with 3-star diamond Michael Callejas in downtown LA. His lovely girlfriend Annette, and that's Michael's mom as well. And then that's us at the Magic Castle. This is like a really cool thing. You have to have a friend to get in here. They don't let you in unless you're like you like know someone. And fortunately, we got in because that lady who owns the Airbnb had a connection. But this was like one of the most coolest things we could have ever done was go to the Magic Castle. And I prospected and got 2 phone numbers in there. And then this is the lady's house that we stayed at, Candy Amelon, who basically hosted us, and we did Airbnb with her, and she's interested in the vitamins as well. You can see in the background, there's the Hollywood sign. You can see it from her backyard and her front yard. Totally amazing trip. Guys, building your business is worth it. Talking to people, learning this business is so worth it. It can open up so many friends, so many relationships to you, just like it's done for us. So I want to end the training by just thanking you for attending. I want to encourage you to talk to people. Be interested in people. There's people all over this world. And if you get good and you get a good skill set, you're going to be able to change their lives. And if you can create value and change people's lives, you are going to make a lot of money. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to help so many people. And it's just a very simple system. So thank you for attending. And I look forward to hearing about your success very soon. All right, guys. So to end our training tonight, pull out your calendar. Let's get ready for 2017. The USANA International Convention's coming up August 16th through the 20th. It's our 16th through the 19th. It's going to be an amazing event. Many of you are already registered. I'm working with some of you right now to get your final things finalized. If you get any last second associates or last second guests, invite them, because I've had people come last minute that totally changed their lives. But we have so many people already registered. I'm really proud of everyone for being registered. Guys, the flights went down. The prices on airline tickets went down. Flight home on Sunday used to be $400. Today it was $360. And then Adriana Perez, you hearing this? The flight went down by $40. And then if you go home on Monday, look at the flight went down to $280. So like seriously, guys, if you're looking to fly, this is you need to get your plane ticket now, because the prices just went down. It's like amazing. And then obviously make sure you plan for November 16th through the 18th. We're going to Vegas. We're going to be at the GoPro event with Eric Worre, Mr. GoPro himself. Also Pitbull, the famous recording artist and entrepreneur, and Tony Robbins is going to be there. And this is a picture of the bins that I keep in the trunk of my car. I want to encourage you to be a pro. Have the GoPro books, have audios, have newspapers. Be ready for that next person that you can change their lives. Have your binders printed out. Make sure you have your own stuff. Don't rely on your upline. So guys, that concludes the webinar. I actually have to get off because I have another conference call scheduled in 3 minutes, believe it or not. Just a lot of things going on right now. So I want to ask you, please, personally, to comment on the Team DSI Facebook page. What was your highlight from tonight? What did you learn? Because normally I like to ask that. That's a highlight for me, is to hear what was the highlights for you. So if you could please do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's unmute the lines and everybody say good night and God bless.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night, God bless.
Good night and God bless.
GoPro.